Okay, guys, so I know that this has nothing to do with me personally, and I know that this blog is me, about my life and stuff, but I just have to get this off my chest. A few years ago, probably 4 or 5 years ago, the last remaining bookstore in West Palm Beach was torn down in City Place, Barnes & Noble. The reason it was torn down was because they were going to replace it with something new. What? I'm sure you're all wondering. Well, of course, it wouldn't be a learning nook or a reading annex or something to encourage mind stimulation or to encourage people to better themselves. It would not, of course, be anything that would encourage people to learn. No. It's an LA freaking Fitness. They tore down the last remaining bookstore to put up a gym. Because, there's not hundreds and thousands of gyms everywhere. No, they needed one in that specific spot where that bookstore was, where the last bookstore was. We no longer have Books A Million, guys. We no longer have Barnes & Noble. We no longer have any bookstores. And do you know why? Because people no longer read. Nowadays, everybody spends all their time on their iPhone or their Android phone, their touchscreen tablets and laptops, and nobody takes the time to go out and read a book. Nobody expands their mind that way anymore. And it's really sad because books are incredible. There is no greater feeling than cracking a good book and losing yourself in the world that this author created. Somebody took the time to create this world just for you to get lost in. Somebody sat there for days, weeks, months and created this story for you to go on. This adventure for you to take in your mind. That is incredible to me. A round of applause for all the authors out there, for all the people who took the time to write down their ideas, for the people who took the time to let their imaginations grow enough to be able to write a book. You know why there's not any more great books? Because people don't take the time to read them. How in the world can you expect great novels if you don't read great novels? How can you have great ideas if you don't exercise your mind? Your mind is a muscle and it needs to be exercised just like every other part of your body. And the way to exercise your mind is to read, to learn new things, to get you some facts, to spend some time trying to stretch your mental capacity. We live in a world of technology. Knowledge is available everywhere. But do you really take the time to look for it? Do you really take the time to find it? Do you take the time to encourage your kids to go and get some knowledge? Do you take the time to encourage your nieces, your nephews, your friends, anybody to go out and read? Do you yourself read anything? Newspaper, blog, vlog, anything at all? Do you take the time to read? This is something you should think about. Do you take the time to write? Do you write down your feelings, your thoughts, your interactions, anything? Do you take the time to expand your own mind or to encourage somebody else to do so? People are so quick to work out their biceps, their triceps, their abs, their this and that. But do you take the time to work out your mind as well? Think about it. Really just stop and sit. When was the last time you learned something new? When was the last time you tried to learn something new? When was the last time you made an attempt to work out your brain, to expand your mind? Knowledge is power, people. We have no knowledge, therefore we have no power. It is okay for everybody and anybody to say or do whatever they want because we don't take the time to learn anything about it. We are so busy caught up in celebrity and gossip and twitting and tweeting and Facebooking. We don't take the time to learn anything that's going on around us. And then we're upset when decisions are made without us. Decisions are made without us because nobody takes the time to give consent. Because nobody takes the time to read. Knowledge is power. Never forget that. Thanks for watching and peace out.